This is the ASMR Medic, and this is my first ASMR video. It's my first ever video, in fact. And I thought the best way to start this channel off was with a simple Minecraft save. It's quite relaxing. At least I think so. It's not unpeaceful, unfortunately. This is my own private server that I share with a good friend of mine. He's not currently online, but I don't have the ability to change the difficulty. Just excuse me while I take a swig of water. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you around my very primitive, very early stage game. Not much to show you around. I only started the server about 4 or 5 days ago, and this is what we have so far. So this is just a small log and stone cabin, kind of perched up on this little crevice that I've kind of dug out. Definitely altered the terrain a little bit. Let me just turn down the volume slightly. I don't want it to be too loud. So you can see I've dug out the ground around to kind of give it this perched on a rock look. I think it's gives a lot of character, and that's what I think building is all about. It's about trying to capture character, the kind of atmosphere that you want from the area that you're creating. So yeah, I can see lots of different types of wood that I've put together. Smooth and cobblestone. This is a little down to there. I know some of you will hate this. It looks horrible. I agree. I'm currently just organising some of the stuff that I've got from my FK fishing farm. See, I've customised some trees to kind of give the landscape a bit of character as well. But if you know Premier League football, I'm starting to sound a bit like Brendan Rodgers now. Character. Anyway, they've got some non-automated furnaces, and I understand that this is probably going to kill some of you, seeing how poorly I'm playing Minecraft. I do not have particularly extensive knowledge of Minecraft or its mechanics. I really don't know how to work redstone, that's for sure. Everything that I do with redstone is completely copied off of YouTube. But yeah, I've got some balconies here. I guess it's kind of a watchtower style thing. I like how the snow falls on top. I've kind of built the starter between two areas, between this kind of rocky biome, I don't know what it's called, the kind of stony, mountainous, barren landscape one, and the lush green forests of birch and spruce and oak. And there's a plains biome. I know the names of the plains biome. That's pretty much where it starts and ends, though, in terms of my biomic knowledge. I'm not sure that's a word, but we can make up words, that's fine. So anyway, yes, we go downstairs, and this area is just for sleeping and really looking out whimsically out on the surroundings. This is not really meant to be a gate, but this is. I've planted some trees that line a path. I'll take you down there in a sec. Let's stick to this area first. Underneath it is this kind of small, well, not really that small, circular basement that I use as a kind of storage unit. There's a vague system. Kind of got some stony building blocks here. You've got your wood blocks here, and valuables, or at least what I call my valuables here. Emeralds, diamonds, iron, gold, that kind of thing. Food over this side, and sort of animal-based things. Saddles, leather, name tags. I guess you could debatably say this isn't food, this is inedible stuff, but it works for me. These are kind of plant-based things. I've got miscellaneous wood items here, miscellaneous leathery items here. I'm sure I'll change this eventually. It's not a particularly foolproof system. I'm sure that I will lose items in the process. Seeds are in here, flowers, paper. I need these because I'm currently building a library, so I need 3 sort of individual chests for this. This is, I do not know what is going on here. I think this is mob drops, I know that. But anyway, I think we've shown this enough. This is quite a nice area though. Down here is sorry, someone's coming in next door. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Particularly, we've got quite a harsh sounding lock. I live in a flat. There's got about 4 flats in my building. The front door lock is very abrasive, to say the least. Not ASMR at all. This is my enchanting station. But anyway, we come out of here, and if you take the let's see, eastern path, you come to just a standard mine. I won't take you down there. There's nothing particularly interesting. It's just a strip mine. I'm sure you've all seen it before. It's very boring and grey. A few furnaces and chests down here. This is a game breaker, I guess you could call it. Yeah, definitely a game breaker. Abuses the mechanics somewhat. It's an AFK fishing farm. I'm sure some of you won't be impressed by the fact that I'm using this, but hey ho. Kind of AFK overnight there. Got the nice fences that surround the area, some surrounding lamps that try to light as much as possible, but mobs still do spawn. I haven't had a massive creeper mishap yet, which is good. I'm certainly due one though, and I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's pretty much inescapable. Having a sort of devastating creeper attack at some point. Anyway, this is the northern path. This is the main path, and I'm sure the keen-eyed of you will have seen my main, really my only project thus far, which is the you can see the 2 spires, one very much undetailed, one finished in the distance. So if you follow this path, I try to make it look as worn and as lived in as possible. Trees kind of cut out so that I want to add some bushes and bone meal the sides to make it look as overgrown and, like I say, well lived in as possible. I like these massively cumbersome oak trees, almost impossible to cut down, and that's a good thing because I don't want them cut down. Another customized spruce tree here, and but yeah, if you follow this path down, the path kind of becomes slightly more sparse as you reach the library. This is just a little outhouse that I used to sleep in while there's a small mine down there as well, but I use it as a kind of outhouse, so I have to walk all the way back while I'm working on my library. But as you can see, the western tower is pretty much completed. This side is also almost, by completed I mean the roof. The roof is what takes the most time, but I'll show you inside. Not a particularly grand entrance, but I don't really want one. It's meant to be quite a simple building. 2 same circular structures as the one that I showed you just a second ago in the basement, and that's why I built the basement that way, to test it out and see if it'll work. And as you can see, it has worked. But what I didn't take into account, I thought I said to myself, oh, it's going to be quite easy to replicate this. I didn't take into account the fact that in the basement I didn't have to build a roof, and I am very bad at roofs, as I'm sure you will see in a second. The sun is going down. I'm going to try and wrap up the video reasonably sharpish. I don't want it to drag on too long, and as I said, this isn't unpeaceful, so I don't want to give you guys any sort of nasty surprises. It's quite nice while the sun's going down, so I will show you the path. Try and get there without any mob attacks. But yeah, this is the spire. Got a. I think it looks lovely. I think it really does look nice the way the path's all lit up like that. But yeah, that's just a very quick, very brief look at the save. Actually, I do have a bed in here. This is the inner sanctum of the library. What I'm going to do here, I'm not too sure about, but that's something that I wanted to do with you guys actually. Great, just as I was about to go to bed, my friend has joined, and I am almost certain he won't be sleeping. He does like to AFK quite a lot. So, he's left. Okay, I think if I just quickly get a sleep in, hopefully he won't join just as I'm good. There we go. That worked perfectly. I think I'll just keep you for another couple of minutes while I show you around and kind of chat about what I kind of want to do in the next video. As you can probably tell, I'm not massively experienced with making ASMR videos. But by not massively, I mean not at all. As you can probably tell. But yeah, this is quite clearly a very much unfinished project. The ceiling has a lot to do. Dirt everywhere, and the general structure is done, and the roofs are almost done. I think in my next video I want to complete that eastern spire. This one. Let me show you the western spire. I think is done. Yes, this is the western spire. And then, blimey, what is he doing? If it's not too distracting. Yeah, the western spire is pretty much completed, I think, unless anyone who watches this want to give me a suggestion. I'm very much open to suggestions. I'd love to make this as good as possible. This is definitely the biggest project I've ever taken on. As I said, I'm not a hugely experienced Minecrafter. I think this looks horrendous. I don't know what to do with it though. Perhaps I should just give it a level base. I don't know. If someone has a good idea, please let me know. I'd be very grateful. I was thinking maybe a kind of slanted roof to it or something with wood, but like I say, I'm not too sure. This needs to get completed, and I think that's the job I want to do next. Essentially just replicating this. Shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, and then I want to move on to the interior of this building. So yeah, hopefully you found it vaguely interesting. If you want to let me know what you thought about this, then please let me know. Spare no detail or criticism on both the video and my Minecrafting abilities. I'm very much open to criticism, and I know that I probably need it, especially when it comes to building in Minecraft. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my first ASMR video. It's been fun. Thanks.